Hello everyone, this is Garthunk. Getting in just a test, see what people think. This game here is called Call of War 1942. I've been playing it for 4 years or more. Just about 4 years. Level 53, which isn't too bad. I had just started in a new game this morning. 100 player map. I'll show you. There's the map. Maybe 100 players. Yeah, third of them probably gonna not play after the first day. After 4 days, you go inactive, computer takes over, and we'll see what happens from there. Right now I'm in talks with Korea. He wants to make a coalition with me. Sure, I'll create it. Alright. So this here is creating a coalition. You get to select a flag. I don't really have any. Which one you use? No, a Rek'Sai, huh? The Crystal Lux. I'll even name it Crystal Lux. It was short and sweet. Alright, let them know that it's done. Watch for him to join. I'll come up here. So there's multiple things you can do with this game. It's a neat game. It's literally, it's a real-time strategy game. Units take about the time it would take to travel in real time. So if these guys are marching from here to there, well, 3 hours, I mean, alright, they're probably not going to march that entire distance in real life in 3 hours, but it's still pretty realistic. You got your towns with resources. There's your resources up here. Now, you didn't see at first, but what I did was, when I first joined these games, I go into the market, and the first thing I do is go to buy rare materials, and I buy all of them. And then I buy a little bit of iron, and I buy a little bit of goods. As you can see, there's a lot less of those too. Brings my money down a bunch, and I'm only making 40,000 a day. But the way I'm building now, you'll see I have a ton of naval bases going. So I'm building a ton of naval bases. I'm fortifying my coasts. You can research different things. Right now I'm researching submarines and interceptors. I want to build a navy. I have never really built a navy before. I figured Japan's probably a good navy building country. I mean, they were in World War II. So we'll go to try. You got your submarines. I mean, you know, the subs kill, pretty much have high attack against almost every other ship except destroyers. Destroyers kill subs. Cruisers kill destroyers. Battleships kill cruisers and destroyers and aircraft carriers. Aircraft carriers carry planes. If you click on that, you see this requires naval base level 3. This is your ship defense, sub defense, bottom one here. So they have a defense of 5 against. That's not too bad. And against ships is 10. How many hit points they have, their speed. They can hold 2 aircraft, but as you increase in tech level, you'll see the number goes up. Right out here, you see there's a little bar, the blueprint requirements. Every couple of days, you can take a country or a little province of the map, gain a blueprint. Once you max out the blueprints, you can build that special unit, which is nice. There we go, Korea. Let him know what's up. Message chats here. And Air Force. Navy. Air Force, Navy, maybe some railguns. So, what I was showing you here earlier, there's different kinds of infantry. Alright, you start off researching infantry. That's your number one. Only takes a minute or two. Then you got all these. This one here takes 2 hours. This one takes 30 minutes. And this one takes 30 minutes. This one takes 3 minutes. Militia, you can build out of a barracks in any province that has a barracks. They're not. I think they take like 24 hours to make one. It's just, I don't know. I see them as a waste of resources. Like, it takes 1,300. All right, 1,300. You start off with like 5,500. You don't get that much. All right, all my navies are built. My naval bases. So I'm gonna try a different route with this game. Build subs and stop anything from landing, so I don't have to worry about troops. Day 4, I can build railguns, which requires infrastructure level 3. Now, we can either do that. Oh yes, there are nuclear bombers and all that, but that is like ridiculously expensive and rare materials to make. So I'm probably gonna end up making some railguns, and then you can see that you can get armored cars, light tanks, medium tanks after day 4, heavy tanks after day 8. Tank destroyers. I have this one maxed out. This one's almost maxed out. My mobile artillery is maxed out. My mobile anti-air is maxed out. So normally what I would do is I build a bunch of guys for day 1. It takes about a day to make. Then I would make light tanks on day 2. And then on day 4 I would start making medium tanks. And then on day 8 I'd make heavy tanks. This time I'm thinking I want to go with the Navy units. Alright. Navy, naval bombers, tactical bombers. All requires a high level airport to make. Armor, since I'm going railgun, I'm thinking tank destroyers and heavy tanks. So I can just go bloop, 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 heavy tank. And yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. Not sure if that's what I'm going to do, but we're thinking about it. Alright, now this dude here is defending his borders. I wonder if I should, since I'm his friend now, I wonder if I should just take a bunch of, I should take these. Alright, so I'm going to take these islands here because rare materials. Easy, I'm only getting 54 an hour or 1,000 a day. I need more than that. Alright, provinces. You click here. And I'll go by building. And you can do that. Hold your shift button. Highlight those. Normally I build barracks. But I'm going to save all those resources. Oh, look at 10,000, 60,000. I can't even. Alright, so let's decide which one's gonna get straight to naval base level 2. Iron? No. I can't get everything I want, but I'm making a lot of iron. So I'll make all these, and I'll stop the video here, try and put some things together, and catch up with the other on the next one. Ciao. Hello again. So I decided what I was going to do, and I've decided that I'm going to build one level 2 naval base. I'm going to upgrade my oil and this double iron naval bases and infrastructure increase how much an area produces. Another contributing factor is morale. The higher the morale, the more resources you get out of this, which would be there, there, and there. And then on the other two, I'm upgrading the industrial complexes. The industrial complexes will help me build things in a shorter amount of time. So, 2 days, day and a half, 1 day. Is it 1 day? 1 day, 6 hours. So yeah, and 2 hours, 2 hours. Oh, we got no money. That's okay. Everything spent out nice. Not building anything. Yeah. So yeah. How much money do you need? 4,000. No, let's research it. 2,000 to build it. So yeah, I'll be fine. I got plenty of money for that. Alright, yep. Alright, thanks everybody. I'll see you next episode. Hello everyone. Welcome back. This is 12 hours after game start. Almost 12 hours exactly from when I started. I have accomplished a few things. If you heard that, that's my Star Wars thing going off in the background on my phone. So I've decided that I am going to make some attacks and just leave troops, minimal amount of troops on the mainland. Just a couple here, a couple there. But I am going to invade this computer country. This one I'm just going to take first because whenever you take a capital, which is a place with a flag, you get a morale bonus to all of the provinces you own. So I'm going to take this one first, and then I'm going to take this one because it's got rare resources, rare materials. So right now I have 4 guys disembarking to take out that one guy. Not going to be a problem. And here I have 2 guys waiting for an armored car to show up, at which point they are going to move up here to take that place. And I've got subs building, upgrading there. Oh, one thing I did do, I don't know why it does this, but I got a nice little green block there. It eventually goes away when I do that. One thing I did decide to do though, because I'm low on oil production, and I'm going to need oil production if I'm going to be building a Navy and an Air Force, I decided that I'm going to make the investment, use most of my rare materials that I bought, an extra 5,000, which is going to set me back, definitely going to set me back, to build an industrial complex in Kogashima, which will help increase how much oil I am making. And you notice all these troops here are disembarking and I'm gathering them here. If you noticed, there is a new member of the coalition, Communist China. They have moved troops down to the border of Nationalist China. Nationalist China looks like they've already got an airplane flying over top, which is a good indication that they're going to attack, or they just want to fight. But take a look at the stats here. I don't really have much of any stats going on at all. They're level 19, 20, but it shouldn't be really much of an issue. I wonder if they're building anything. It's usually a good way to indicate whether or not someone's active or not. Alright, so this here, they're building militia. See, now this player, I don't do it. I don't do militia. I don't think there's one game where I ever invested time. No, I'm sorry. There was one game like 3 years ago that I actually tried doing something with militia. And it's not that great because once I realized that you're spending so much manpower, which is this resource here, on something that's just not that good, like the travel time is ridiculously slow. Now, granted, here I'll show you. Militia. All right, 1,300 manpower. Okay. Infantry. 1,300. All right. So we've got 2, 3, 1, 1.5. 1.5, 2.3, 0.3, 0.5. So they're horrible against tanks. Good against invading troops. The thing is, what they have is you get terrain properties here and the strengths. And you can see here on hills, they get an extra 75% of their strength. So if you're they're good at defending, yeah. But it's just not worth. If it's not worth it, like you can only defend for so long before you have to spread out and start invading. It's just an inevitability. So, Nationalist China, planning on invading him myself. Communist China, looks like they're ready to invade. So I'm building up troops here. My first target is Wenchao. Can you tell? More oil. Now, mountains are good. Again, good defense territories, good holding ground. It takes forever for them to try and cross the mountains to defend it, and I'm coming in from the sea, so I should be alright. Anything that they try and take across the ocean here, I'll be able to take out with my plane. But I don't see them being active. A little bit longer term. Looks like Indochina. I think he wants to join the coalition too. A new player. Sort of new. good ratio, whatnot. Active enough to get some kind of package here. Nice if he changed his name. In South China. Let's see if they're actually building, doing stuff. See, they're not. Although they did build an airport there, I don't know why. And a fortress there. See, fortresses are cool. They're expensive on iron. I mean, you've got to make iron. But as you can see, they have 1, 2, 3 places with iron. One of them's... See, this is nice here. When you get a double on a coast, you get the option to build a naval base. I'll show you the stats of a naval base. Resource production, first, 5%. Third level, 30%. Also increases the amount of time it takes to take off from the port or the base. So when you're talking like 3 hours, this helps. Turns it down by a lot. Plus troop speeds. So it's not horrible. So you get the naval bases going, and then the infrastructure. Resource production increase. Level 1 versus level 3. This is new to me. I've took a little bit of time off from playing, so there's some things that have been added. But morale development is nice, 5%, which leads me to the next thing I was going to show you. Morale development, 10% increase. So that costs a lot, but if you build something like that on a place like this, it's going to increase so much every day. Further increasing how much you get. So this person's not... See, they're doing the militia on the borders thing. Alright, so this is an interesting little strategy. Like, I guess they're going all militia. But what could they possibly be building? They don't have any infrastructure. They probably can't... Oh, wait. See, now this is... Don't ever do this. You got that, alright? But yet, the industrial complex increases how much resources you can make. Now, you're not making anything in this box. Don't build an industrial complex there. It's not good. If you want, build it here. That way you're increasing how much rare materials you get. Build it here. You get more iron. You know, or even here. Or right here. I mean, if I was this guy with the route he's going, I personally probably would have built it in Wu Chao. Because he's got double food. And he's going to need a lot of food to feed infantry. Food feeds infantry. And oil feeds the mech units. Along with, well, pretty much everything that's not infantry. So yeah, that's this video. A little instructional video here. Come back and I'll have another video posted about this game in the upcoming days. Keep in touch. Hit subscribe and you'll be able to see when I post videos about this or any other game I'm playing. Thank you. Have a great day.